All right, so I'd like to thank you for tuning the video today. Today what we're going to talk about is my garage door Homelink in my vehicle. I would have thought that I had a bunch of Ram or Chrysler vehicles, and so maybe that was the problem. I generally had to pull all the way up to the garage door, press the button about 10 times on the Homelink, and sometimes it would open, sometimes it wouldn't. I have the Wi-Fi on my phone, so I could open my phone up and open the garage manually if I had to, but it's always kind of a pain. So if you look, I have what they call the 893 Max 3 button and a LiftMaster 8500 garage door openers, which they're a little bit more the commercial door openers. I'll show you what they look like. They're for the larger doors. I have 3 on my shop, and then I have 2 in my garage. Now, I bought a newer model with the MyQ and all that to replace the one on the small door because I had an issue with it. Now, that garage door has worked great. My vehicles can be 200-300 feet away, and you can push the button. It's the door that my wife pulls in, and any vehicle she's had we programmed, zero issues. You basically program it to the vehicle and it works. Okay, so maybe it's just these openers. I don't know. It's the LiftMaster 8500. Let's walk around. I'll show you real quick what they look like. Okay, they're really quiet. They're not chain drive. They're actually just a spool drive. You can see they're just connected there to the shaft that goes through. And they're really quiet operators. They work really well. This is the newer model one that I put in when we had issues, and once I put that one in, we've not had any problems with this door. It works great. Like I said, I'll pull up to this door. I literally will have to have this bumper almost to the edge right here, and I'll have to push that button about 20 times, and some days it'll open and some days it won't. So I think I have the solution. We're going to try it out. We're going to do it on video. If it fails, it's going to fail on video. If it works, it's going to work on video. So the box just showed up. Let's take this over here to the back of the Can-Am. And my understanding and what I think the problem is they changed, LiftMaster, Genie, all those garage door openers. They changed those codes on how they roll. And this, I know this is specifically made for if you have an old vehicle, like pre-2010, that doesn't have the rolling code technology, then you can buy one of these and it will fix the problem. And you can use your old Homelink in an older vehicle and it'll work fine. So if you look right here, this is called the Chamberlain Homelink Repeater. And the reason I think that this one's going to work is it basically is a little bit like a range extender, but also it attaches to your garage wall, and it has I think what the ticket is, and this is maybe why that 893 Max remote. Now, if I use that remote that came, and I can program different 893 Maxes. I've got a whole bundle of them. I've probably got 10 of them. They'll all work. The range is very poor on it, I will say that, but it will open the door. Sorry, the camera's shaking. I'm having to open this with one hand. So what this little module does here, we've got one remote that comes with it. This remote is hard linked to this, non-programmable. And what it does is when it receives this old school frequency to here, it pushes out the newer frequency with the rolling code to your opener. So this just plugs in the garage to the plug, and it's got a little antenna. And then we get in the vehicle and we're going to program it to the Homelink. So if you've got a Ford Super Duty, I had a Ram 3500, and I had a GMC, and I couldn't get any of the Homelinks to work. None of them were consistent. And I'm training them correctly in the vehicles. It's just, like I said, sometimes you have to push the button 20 times, and I guess when it gets that right rolling code, it'll open, and you got to be on top of the door. All right, so the first thing we're going to do to check, make sure this thing is putting out a signal, and the battery's good. It doesn't have a light on it, so I don't know if that's working or not. We're going to turn the key on in the vehicle. And you're going to hold the 1 and 3 on your Homelink until it starts flashing, and that erases everything in the memory on this one. You can see we're flashing now. Release it. So we've just cleared all that out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to press number 2, because that's what I want this to be programmed for. You can see we've got a slow flash. So if I hold the button here, okay, we've got a rapid flash, so it received the signal. We're going to press 2 to confirm it. Okay. Okay, it should be as easy as plugging this into the wall. Okay, we've got power, it's flashing. So we're going to go over here. We have to press the learn button. Our learn light is on. We've got 30 seconds to get back to the vehicle. And then we're going to push this button here until we see the garage door open, which we've just seen that work. Let it close all the way. We press it again to open it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up and we're going to try to test the consistency of it, because I mean it would work like this if I programmed it and it would open once or twice and then it would just quit after that. So actually let me close it real quick. Wow, it's really working and I'm not having to be right on top of it. So far I think this is going to fix the problem. So I have never been able to be this far from the garage door and this thing work, okay? Which that's not a long distance. Now, my wife's garage door, and not having this, she can literally open it from way up there at the gate. So I think now let's see if it'll work from this distance. Okay. And it does. So 100%, if you're having Homelink issues with your vehicle and it's not working all the time, or you're having to get right on top of the door, it's been very frustrating. I've been fighting this for probably 2 years. This thing took, like, I think it was 30 or 40 bucks on Amazon. So it's called the Homelink repeater. So if you get that, it'll fix your problem. If you liked the video today, please hit that like, please hit the subscribe. We'll catch you on the next video.